Welcome to my BARLATES Body Blitz workout Sculpted core. For today's workout, all you will need is an exercise mat. Okay, let's get started. We're going to start off in a plank position. So just come into an elbow plank and make sure that you're really lifting out of your shoulders, and when you're ready, come up onto your toes. If ever the plank position is too difficult on your toes, just drop back down to your knees. What we're going to do is go side to side with our hips. So just trying to touch the side of your hips down to the mat, holding everything in, looking straight ahead, not hunching through the shoulders, and just going side to side. So you're rotating on your toes here. Here's my cat Minnie who wants to join in. Side to side, and now we're going to add in, after a few more of these, a push back motion. So we're going to go side, side, up with the hips. Side, side, up. Side, side, push back. So you're just pushing your hips to the sky like a modified downward dog. And back. Make sure your shoulders are always directly above your elbows when you come back into the plank position. And back. 2 more sets. And back. And last set. And back. Now coming down all the way to your tummy, what I want you to do is bring your hands behind you. We're going to lift everything up and down. Everything up. This is like a back crunch. The core is your back as well as the front of your body. So you need to warm everything up. Up and down. Everything up and down. Just 3 more of these, and then we're going to add in a plank. 2. Last 1. Now what I want you to do is sweep your arms in front and push up. Come back down, arms back up, sweep in front, push up. Down, behind, sweep in front, push up. So when you're pushing your body up, you're really trying to push your upper body and your lower body off the mat at the same time. Again, if this is too hard, just do it off your knees. So everything up, sweep your hands in front, positioning your body in that perfect plank alignment, and then pushing up. So you're pushing up with your forearms and your toes. You're trying to keep your core really tight in the middle so that you're not sagging. And up and down, everything back, and up and down, and just 1 more, Minnie, and up and down. Now coming into a side plank, you can do this either on your forearm or on your hand. So I'm going to demonstrate on my forearm. I want you to lift all the way up. Once again, keep your bottom leg down like this if you're finding it too difficult. If you can, lift all the way up, and I want you to bring your arm overhead, touch side, touch front, side, and front, and side. Nice long body, lifting up out of that shoulder and front. Just sweeping everything together in the center, crunching side, crunching front. 2 more sets, and 1 more set, and up. And we're just going to rotate to the other side. I'm going to switch sides, but you don't have to, just so you can see me better. So once again, up in that perfect forearm plank, arm overhead, leg up and forward, and up and forward. Try to keep your body really straight here. Pull your tummy in and keep your legs nice and straight, and side and forward and side and forward. 3 more sets. Up, forward, up, forward, and last set. Up and forward. Awesome job. So we've warmed up, so I want you to now come into legs extended C-sit position. So what that means is you come up really nice and tall and then round back. So you're rounding back, your tummy is being pulled in, and you are creating that C curve in your stomach there with your back rounding out, okay? So now what I want you to do is bring your arms in front, and we're just going to start off with an elbow touch side to side. So it's as if you've got a beach ball in front of you. Your arms are nice and round, and you're just Going side to side. Tapping that elbow down, holding everything in. Try to look ahead of you. You can follow your elbow with your gaze if you want to, but if you can, just look at your toes and round back as far as you're comfortable. If you really can't come all the way down, then don't try. Just go to the best of your ability. Just 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to extend our legs. So this is quite a bit harder. You can extend your legs. Just do one if you can't do both. But if you can do both, try to keep them up and touch, 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 touch. This is quite advanced. So if this is just too hard for you, keep that one leg down, or even keep both legs down. Only do what you can. Touch, touch. Really nice and long through the legs. Pull in through your tummy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Now coming back up, we're going to lay down on our elbows and extend our legs up. So they're directly up from your hips. And now I want you to drop one leg so it's making about a 45-degree angle. Keep everything flat, tummy's pulled in, and we're going to go down and up with those legs. Looking straight ahead, keeping that gap in between the legs as you go down and up. Keep your legs straight, your kneecaps are facing towards you. Down and up, down and up. The lower you go, the harder this is. So if you're finding this too hard, then just make the range of motion a lot smaller, stay up here. But if you can, come all the way down and up, all the way down. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now coming back together and drop the other leg. So same thing, other side. Down and up. This is great for the lower abs. Try not to hunch through the shoulders. Keep your neck nice and long. Down and up. Try to keep that gap in between the legs. Down and up. Straight through your knees. Point your toes. Make it look pretty. Down and up. If you're really finding this hard, you can bend your legs, and that will take some of the tension out of your lower abs. For 4, 3, 2, breathe through it. Last 1. Awesome job. Coming back together. Now bending your legs, I want you to open up into a diamond and drop one leg above the other. So it's the same sort of thing, and we're going to go down and up, but with a bent leg. Okay, so once again, making sure you're not slouching through the shoulders, keeping that gap in between the legs. This time you're leading with the inner thighs. So you're making like a diamond shape in between your legs, just lifting that shape down and up. Make sure you're holding your tummy in here, really nice and tight. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come back into that diamond and bring the other leg slightly lower. Same thing, down and up, down and up. Using your legs as levers to increase the intensity on your lower abs. So it's your abs that's doing the lifting here. Think about contracting those abs and lifting up, up. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Coming forward and extending your legs in front. What we're going to do is C-curve back again. So once again, rounding your back towards the back wall and pulling your tummy in. If you want to keep your legs bent here, you can, and you can hold on. Otherwise, really C-curve away and breathe out. Every time you breathe out, pull your belly button in towards your spine. Okay? Once you get comfortable with this, you can go slightly further back and you can extend your hands. So breathing out. Every time you pull your tummy in tighter and tighter, curving forward through your chest, making that nice C position, and breathing out. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now we're going to keep that same position. We're going to raise one arm and keep the other one in front, okay? So just holding it here, breathing out. Just holding that is so intense. You're isometrically contracting through your abs. Try to keep your legs nice and straight. Holding, you should be quivering here. Should be like quite a bit of an earthquake going on in your abs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Breathe in, breathe out. Same position, other arm up. So holding that, every time you feel like you're getting stronger, you can come lower, pull that tummy in more, round over with your chest, and holding that C-sit position. Reaching for your toes, legs long. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back up. Now bending your legs and grabbing underneath your legs and rounding away. Bringing your legs in slightly, really root through your heels into the floor and root through your glutes and squeeze your glutes. Now round away further. And if you can, hold this position and bring your right arm off, left arm off, and hold it. And if you can, start fluttering your hands. Fluttering down and up. Really holding that tummy in really tightly to your spine. I can't stress that enough. Otherwise, if you're releasing it, you're just not protecting your lower back. If you really squeeze, you should feel the burn intensely throughout your entire front abs. Just fluttering your hands. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding back on and rounding even further back. Now reaching both hands to one side. Make fists and start knocking your fists together. Hold over, squeeze that oblique, and knock your fists together. Really try to squeeze through that waistline. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Coming back up. Deep breath in. Coming back down. Other way. So really reaching away long. Fists and knock. So you're twisting through the waist here, really engaging your obliques, your muffin top area, and whittling away that waist. Keep your feet grounded, squeeze your glutes, try to push your inner thighs together. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold back on, come back up. Last thing in this C-sit position, come back down. Now this time I want you to come all the way down, just your shoulders are off the ground and you're holding your belly in, your lower back is tight to the ground. Bring your feet in a little bit closer, reach your hands in front and just start pushing up. Try to reach past your knees. You're pushing your fingertips high. Keep your shoulders up, but your belly button is grounded, your lower back is grounded. Last little burnout. Now, if you can, front leg up. So you're engaging your lower abs as well. And push, push. Back leg up. And push, and push. Not many more, I know these burn. 8, 7, 6, both legs up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Roll back up. Deep breath in. And now we're going into a pretzel position. So I want you to line up your back leg with your hip. So it's in line with your hip. The front leg, I want you to take your foot and place it on your knee. So this hip is coming out directly in front of you and this is out to the side, but your foot is resting on your knee here. So just get comfortable here, however you need to sit. Really nice and tall, pull everything in. Now arms in front. We're just going to go knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Side to side. So really make sure you're going side to side and squeezing on the down. This is for the muffin top area, your obliques. So you really need to think about squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Okay, every time. You've got to create your own tension here. Try to touch your knees, if you can, with your elbows. Down and down. down, and down. 8, 7, all the way down. 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now just this elbow to the front, to the knee, to the back, to the knee, to the front. You're squeezing with your abs. You're not just dropping your elbow here. You're squeezing down and down and down and back. Knee and knee and knee and foot. Okay, so you're touching every time. If you can't touch, then don't worry about it. Just go as close as you can, but lean into it with your body. Don't just throw your arms around. Your arms are practically staying in the same position, and you're just tapping down by squeezing. Okay, we're just going to do 3 more sets. So this is 1, 1, 1, 1, and 2, back, 2, 2, and 3, back, 3, 3. Now, standing upright again, or sitting upright, knee to opposite elbow. So you're lifting your leg and sweeping it across your body. Try to keep your outer thigh facing the ceiling here. Okay, so you're leaning on this front leg and you're just hovering the back leg off the ground and bringing it across. You really need to be deliberate about that motion. Across, across. Really whittling through that waistline. Across. You can do this. Across. Push that elbow across to meet your knee. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Readjust. Same side. Down. Bringing the knee up to meet the same elbow this time. You should be feeling that burn through your waistline. Pinching the skin around your ribs. Down. Down. Lift your whole leg up. Don't leave your foot on the ground. Lift. You're engaging your lower abs here as well by lifting that leg and your hips down. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to get a little bit harder. Bring the leg in front and we're going to go up with a longer lever. Down. So your hands are coming to meet that knee. Crunch, crunch, crunch. You're using your hip flexors in your leg here as well. So that's bonus thigh work for you. Lift the whole leg up. If this is too hard, then bend your knee slightly like this. But if you can, do a few extended. Come all the way down with your body, all the way up with your leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back out to the side. Now this one's going to be challenging. Extend your leg to the side. Make sure you adjust and up. Up with an extended leg. Try to still lead with your outer thigh. Touch your thigh if you can with that elbow. Down. If you're finding this too hard to balance, you can put a hand on the ground to help you balance, but if you can, keep it up. Really squeeze your midsection. It's a side crunch. 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 It should really be burning. Try not to rotate your knee to the ceiling. Keep it facing front. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One last thing. Put your hand on the ground and you can just rest your other hand on your other knee. Bring it up, sweep forward and side. Forward and side. Try not to move too much through your torso. I know it's hard. You will be swinging a little bit, but try to keep as still as you can and just move that leg. You should really be feeling the pinch here. Squeezing. Hold everything in. Hold your tummy in strong and sweep side and front. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Now just coming up, we're going to stretch out by pushing that hip over. You can bring your arm across, really push to the front. You should feel that stretch through the side of your body there. Ah, that feels great. and come down and just stretch over. And now we're going to switch sides. So bring your legs across and make sure, once again, this back leg is lined up with your hip and this front leg is in front and your foot can be touching the other knee. Okay, so just get into a really great upright posture. And then we're going to put our hands in front and we're just going to go side to side, side to side. It's actually going to feel like a bit of a stretch on that other side as you come down here. So that's a bit of a bonus, side to side. As you continue to do these exercises, you learn how to position your body to feel it the most. Everyone's different. Everyone's leg length is different, their torso length, their arm length. So you really need to listen to your body and get the most out of each exercise by just positioning your body. So if you feel like you want to extend your leg over here a little bit more, larger range of motion, you can do that. If you feel this leg is cramping and you just want to bring it in a bit more, do that. It doesn't really matter as long as you're doing the positioning that's best for your body and you feel it the most. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go that front, center, foot, center, front, center, foot, center, front, center, foot, center. My foot is hurting because it's not on the mat, so I just had to readjust there. Front, center, foot, center. Squeeze each time. Really make sure that you're squeezing down, squeezing, leaning your body into it, not just tapping your elbow. Lean into it, lean into it. Just do 5 more sets here. So that's 1, and center, and 2, and center, 3, and center, 4, squeeze into it, center, last set, and center. Coming back up, and we're going to twist the knee across. Twist it to that opposite elbow. So if you can, try to touch that elbow to the knee, otherwise just get as close as you can. You will notice that one side is generally tighter than the other. My left side is generally tighter, so I can't get my arm as close to that knee as I could on my right side. But that's okay. You just keep trying and you keep challenging yourself so that your muscles balance out. Across. Really squeezing through that waistline. You're trying to lift your entire leg here. Don't just lift the top of your leg. Lift your foot and your calf at the same time, up. The higher you lift that leg, the more you will feel the squeeze through that hip and through that muffin top area. So really make the most of it. Across, across. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do the same side. Leaning down, really intense. I felt my leg creeping forward there, but I've noticed that when you keep it further back in line with your hip, you feel it a little bit more. You also get some bonus outer thigh glute work. So really try to keep that leg back. It wants to creep to the front of the mat as you get tired, but try. Squeeze, squeeze. Just go for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring that leg in front. Just readjust yourself, and we're going to do those ups. Meeting in the middle, down with the upper body, up with that leg, legs straight and pointed, knee facing the ceiling, and down. So this is like a crunch, a seated crunch with one leg, down. Think about pulling your belly button into your spine, and you're really curving your back towards the back of the room on the crunch. If your leg is starting to get too heavy, bend that knee. This is still effective. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now coming out to the side, This is a hard one. Extend that leg long in line with your hip and up. Up. I know it's tempting to really plonk that leg down and rest it for a couple of seconds on the mat, but try not to do it. I know it's hard, but even if you just lift it a few inches, that's better than nothing. Again, if this is just too hard, bend your leg slightly and go back to that first exercise. But if you can, keep it straight and crunch, crunch, up. Keep the knee pointing to the front for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now resting on that arm, other hand on the knee, we're going to sweep forward and back. Try to keep your upper body really still here. It's really trying to keep it up and facing the outer thigh to the ceiling the entire time. So you're sweeping with that leg off the ground as far back as you can and front, keeping it in that same horizontal plane. You're not dropping the leg towards the back or towards the front. You're keeping it up and sweeping. We've only got one more exercise after this, so really give it your best. Just pushing, keep a tight squeeze on that oblique. Just go for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we're going to stretch that out. So pushing that hip up to the ceiling and reaching over. Ah, that feels great. Should really feel that through the side there. And coming down and just bending over, reaching that arm across. And we're just going to do one last thing to burn out the top and the bottom of your abs. One last little exercise and then you're done, okay? Back in that C-sit, coming back, arms extended. If you can, legs extended and start to flutter. Okay, so if this is too hard, just hold your arms out or keep your legs still or bend your legs. Find some way of doing this. This is the last exercise. Tummy's pulled in tight, fluttering those legs. Try to keep them nice and long. Try to keep your toes pointed. Hold everything in. Fingertips extended. Shoulders away from your ears. And flutter. Just go for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bonus hold. Hold it. Hold everything out. 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. You did well. This wasn't an easy workout, so I really hope you managed to do it all the way through. I want you to just round away, stretching through that back. And we're just going to sit down into a child's pose. Stretch out your shoulders and do a few cat-cows, up and down, stretching through your spine and back down, all the way up and all the way down. And there you have it. Quick and effective sculpted core. I hope you enjoyed it and I look forward to working out with you again soon.